Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Chandler City Council, September 12th. I would love to call this meeting to order, but I'll pause slowly, majestically as our council makes their way up here. All right, we were able to do this. Clerk, please take the roll.
Mayor Hartke,
Here.
Vice Mayor Harris,
Hello, Ms. Bowles.
not on the phone yet, so he may be absent excused. Councilmember Encinas,
Here.
Councilmember Ellis,
Here.
Councilmember Stewart,
Here.
Councilmember Orlando,
Here.
Councilmember Poston.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you so much. Our invocation tonight will be brought forth by Mr. Don Malzoun from the Chandler Community of Baha'i Faith, and our Pledge of Allegiance by Council Member Mark Stewart.
All right.
O my God, verily I invoke thee and supplicate before thy threshold, asking thee that all thy mercies may descend upon these souls, specialize them for thy favor and thy truth. O Lord, unite and bind together the hearts, join in accord all the souls, and exhilarate the spirits through the signs of thy sanctity and oneness. O Lord, make these faces radiant through the light of thy oneness. Strengthen the loins of thy servants in the service of thy kingdom. O Lord, thou possessor of infinite mercy, O Lord of forgiveness and pardon, forgive our sins, pardon our shortcomings, and cause us to turn to the kingdom of thy clemency, invoking the kingdom of might and power, humble at thy shrine and submissive before the glory of thine evidences. O Lord God, make us as waves of the sea, as flowers of the garden, united, agreed through the bounties of thy love. O Lord, dilate the breast through the signs of thy oneness, and make all mankind as stars shining from the same height of glory, as perfect fruits growing upon thy tree of life. Verily, thou art the Almighty, the self-subsistent, the giver, the forgiving, the pardoner, the omniscient, the one creator. Abdul-Baha.
It's a beautiful prayer. Thank you. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Put that guy on a sleep app.
Thank you, Mr. Malzoun. Thank you, Councilmember Stewart. Council, next on our agenda is our consent agenda, but before we do so, I would like to ask if we have any members of our bond committee in the audience. Please stand, or if you're standing, wave. I want to thank you and the other 29 that we're voting on for your willingness to help the city in this particular case, and we look forward to our meeting coming up on Monday as well. Council, unless there is any interest to move something to action, a motion on the consent agenda would be in order.
Mayor.
Councilmember Orlando.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda of September 12th, 2024, regular meeting items 1 through 48.
We have a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Encinas. Any calls for recusal or anything else? If not, please vote.
Vice Mayor Harris, Vice Mayor Harris.
I thought I heard him.
Motion carries unanimously.
Okay, thank you. And those in the audience, we had opportunity on Monday to look at all of these questions. We also reviewed all of the 48 items with the city and with staff beforehand. So this might seem rather quick, but we did have opportunity to question any of them that were not clear to us on our vote. Next on our agenda is unscheduled public appearance. I have 3 cards. At every council meeting, there is opportunity to speak, and either through scheduled or unscheduled. This is unscheduled. What that means is that you have up to 3 minutes to share your thoughts. This is not engagement. This is a monologue from your part. We cannot engage you because of open meeting law and not being on the agenda. So when I call your name, if you'd please come up to the dais, state your name and address. The light will be green. And when you have up to or 30 seconds left, it will turn yellow. And please be as great as Dwayne was on Monday when that thing hit red. He was done. So first up, we have James W. Jim Payne. Mr. Payne. Again, please state your name and address for the record.
Thank you, Mayor and council members. My name is James Payne, Jim Payne. My address is 2209 West Colt Road, Chandler 85224. 41 years ago this week, I moved into the Orange Tree developed area. And at that time, Estes told me there was going to be a park built. And then after that, I heard that the church was going to build a park. Well, nothing happened. And now we're at the point where you are reconsidering what we're going to do with that piece of land. The new developers have a section of park. They also have the retention pond. One of the issues we're all concerned about is they're going to gravel the retention pond and gravel it and fence it off so there'd be no access, which cuts off about 2/3 of what could be a park for us to use. Every other retention pond that I've seen within 5 miles of that area is grass. And we think the changes can be made to it. Just some notes I have here very quickly. What do I do with that? There it is. I have a letter that I'd like to leave as well from one of my neighbors. I'm representing about 12 households on Colt Road, as well as some other families in the area. I moved, like I said, I moved there in '83, and progress has been very slow in the development of actually the buildings themselves of the houses. So we know that's going to take time. And I want to thank, first off, Councilman Orlando for him coming to all the public meetings we had about this earlier. And I'm sure some of the rest have attended those meetings as well. So I just want to say that aesthetically, we'd like to make it more into looking like a park. The fence that they want to have around them would be an eyesore, and it would eliminate access to 2/3 of the piece of land. We want grass within that area if possible, and it would make it 5 degrees cooler. And I know there's an issue with the 3.5-foot depth of the retention pond, and as far as engineering and what some of the things Wayne has mentioned, there are other ways that piece of land where the retention pond could be addressed as far as the depth, how it drains, also draining and making access to drain into the county or the ADOT retention pond that's right up against the fence in the county strip there. And that's about it. I'm running out of time, so I would like to leave this. I want to thank Dwayne, once again, Dwayne Lidman, for all the work he's done on this. And I know that we had about 100 neighborhood members there the other day, so on Monday. And a lot of them just can't attend tonight. In fact, I had 2 or 3 people who are leaving the next day. So once again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. And let's hope we can have a nice park where we can walk our dogs and our children can play in the park. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Mary Ellen Attavucci. Thank you so much. Again, Mary Ellen, you have up to 3 minutes to speak. Please state your name and address for the record.
Hi, my name is Mary Ellen Attanucci. My husband and I have lived in this neighborhood for over 30 years. Our children grew up here, but we always drove to a park. Not good. I'm speaking tonight because I want to be sure that the proposed park will look professional and will accommodate all residents. There's been some concern that rocks will be placed in the water retention area. The retention area should be left as a grassy area. I can imagine, say, a 6-year-old with a new soccer ball ready to play ball, and the ball goes in the rocks. Trust me, neither the child nor the parent or grandparent, whoever's there, is going to leave it in the rocks. They're going to go through there and get the equipment. We need to have an open area where they can run. I believe the maintenance will be easier if we only have grass. I've seen the people that mow the lawn. Zoom, zoom. They do it pretty quickly. But when you have a little bit of rain and the weeds come up, somebody's going to have to weed eat that, and that's going to take a long time. I'd like to see them have a walking path all the way around the retention area, because there's a lot of children that are in the neighborhood more and more now, and we also have people that are older, and it would be, as long as it's a smooth path, that would be very helpful. Um, I visited the homes out in Apache Junction by this home builder. The homes here will be about 2,400 square feet. The difference is that all the homes in our area will be 2-story. They need space to move, just as our orange tree neighbors do. I read the proposal, and that the builders said they would create a park. We don't want just like one little tiny park. We want to be able to run and play football or whatever. Most people moving to the new homes would love to have a home close by to enjoy, especially when the hot weather ends pretty soon. The people who will be moving here are probably looking at several subdivisions. It just makes good business sense to do it well from the beginning. I turned in a paper last week with 5 suggestions, but I probably won't have time to read them all, but you can look at them. Many of the parks have sidewalks that will go around the park, and they have benches, and I saw that was planned, so that's good, but it would be nice to have a nice big walking park. We want a park that's done well and provides space for the new neighborhood as well as our own established neighborhood. To the builders, remember, the people who will be moving here are probably looking at several different home builders. It just makes good business sense, again, I want to say, to plan a great park from the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you. And our last speaker is Ty Schumann. Mr. Schumann. Again, sir, you have up to 3 minutes. Please state your name and address for the record.
Oh, my name's Ty Schumann. I've lived in the area. I live at 2518 West O'Alba. From my front porch, I look at that park. That fence is going to be an eyesore. Our property values could go down, because who wants to look at a fence like that? I'm asking all of you as council members, if that was going up across the street from your house and you were going to lose value in your home, would you want that? Let's do the right thing. Let's make the park happen like it was supposed to happen. And I don't plan on leaving that area. I'm going to leave the house to my kids. So I want my grandkids to have a park. I've lived in that area my whole life. I was born and raised in that house. There's a reason I bought the house, because I like Chandler. I don't want to live anywhere else. But you guys need to think about the impact that all the homeowners in that area. That square mile doesn't have a park. So I'm asking you, do the right thing. Consider how it would affect you if you lived in that area, in that neighborhood. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you guys.
City Manager, I know that, please take these comments and see what we can do in terms of fitting these in. With City Manager, you can, not a general.
Yes, with City Manager, could we get a update of the development there of the new neighborhood, as well as exploring what those options look like for the future? Yes. Thank you.
Great. And I understand Vice Mayor wanted to audibly say yes. He's been being connected, disconnected. So concerning the agenda, Vice Mayor, how do you vote?
I vote yes. Sorry about the disconnection issues we had, but I vote yes.
All right, thank you. Next on our agenda is current events. I'll start with a few weeks ago, we had our Arizona League of Cities and Towns conference up in Phoenix. Council and I joined cities and the towns from across the state to attend the League of Arizona Cities and Towns annual conference. At this meeting, we developed the League's annual municipal policy statement. We participated in the annual showcase of cities, where we had our Mayor's Youth Commission carry our flag across there. I guess I carried the flag with them. And we shared about all the exciting things that make Chandler, Chandler. We also met with our Youth Commission to discuss issues facing Chandler teens. And as the vice president of the league, I also sat on panels discussing effective manager and council relationships, how cities can join the semiconductor ecosystem, and was sworn in as president of the league for the upcoming 2 years. I look forward to leading this organization and working on behalf of my fellow cities to be passionate about cities large and small across the state, to make sure that our concerns are heard by the legislatures and that we are able to work as cities and towns together. Secondly, we are looking forward to our GAIN kickoff. I want to make sure that our neighbors are aware that our annual GAIN kickoff event is this coming Saturday. So you've got a day and a half left to get on board. Our Arizona GAIN, GAIN stands for Getting Arizona Involved in Neighborhoods, is a statewide event that is all about coming together as a community and promoting safer neighborhoods throughout our great community. Our GAIN kickoff and registration event will be held on Saturday, September 14th from 9 to 11 a.m. Here, your neighborhood can get signed up to participate in GAIN in October. Have our police department attend your block party. And by the way, we love to go to your block parties as council. We love to see the pride, the individuality of our neighbors. One community might be showing a movie. One might have the best brownies that I've ever eaten in my entire life. They're all super fun, as well as seeing the community pride that we see every year. So at this, your neighborhood can get involved and also sign up to be part of the big block party. GAIN gives us the chance to meet our neighbors, learn from one another, foster relationships that will help keep our community safe. And in essence, by you understanding our police and vice versa, you become the eyes and ears of enforcement and awareness throughout our entire community. So I look forward to seeing each of you there, as well as many others in our community this Saturday. Councilmember Encinas.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm excited to announce the kickoff and the beginning of the award-winning Contigo events here in Chandler. From our libraries to our museums, you'll find a wide variety of experiences, learning opportunities, and ways to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month here in Chandler. We'll be hosting a quinceañera fashion show this weekend, a lowrider story time at the Makery at the library, and a movie night featuring spare parts, just to name a few events. This is a great time to celebrate our culture through art, history, music, dance, food, and drink. I encourage everyone to head to chandleraz.gov /contigo to see a full list of all the events, or join me this weekend at the Quinceañera Fashion Show at Hamilton High School. And I'll also be at the showing of the spare parts at Look Cinema here in downtown. So help us celebrate, and we'll see you guys out there. Thank you.
Good. Councilmember Ellis.
Thank you, Mayor. There are so many causes that are very dear to my heart, and one of them is the Midwest Food Bank. I have been a member of their board for many years, and I am deeply engaged in their mission to alleviate hunger all over the world, and not only here in our community. They do great work in our community also, serving those that need it the most. On September 26th, they are hosting their One Drive Hunger Golf Classic. I don't play golf, but I will be there. This is a great opportunity for anyone that is looking for a volunteer opportunity or to contribute to Midwest Food Bank's mission. I will be there, as I said, ready to serve, and I am looking forward to seeing our community there as well. Mayor and Council, you are invited to come. And what should I say? Tee up?
Play ball.
Play,
Oh,
no,
is this
play
golf?
ball. It's golf. It's
Swing away.
swing away. Let's swing away, please. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Very
I-
good. Did you also want to say anything about the Domestic Violence Commission event coming up?
Yes, we do. Thank you, Mayor, for bringing that up. We do have.
Turn on your mic, please. Thank
Oh,
you.
I thought I did. Yes, we do have the Domestic Violence Commission is putting together with us to have a. We're going to have a candlelight um, vigil on the October 24th. I'm looking at the mirror right now because it's not written in front of me. So on the 24th at 5:30, right here in our courtyard. October is the month that we recognize those who have done through domestic violence and war thrivers, and then also bring awareness on all those things that are happening here in our community. So we're looking forward to have you come and be with us and remember those who went through that and those who are also thriving in our community. Thank you, Mayor, for reminding me.
And
And
I
then
apologize because you didn't have your notes. It's September 24th and it's a morning banquet.
So there's two events going on. I thought you were talking about my event, which is on October 24th, and then the one in September. That is the commission. We do have DV commission that mayor commission, and I met with them yesterday. So they are putting this breakfast together. It's going to be amazing at the Aviation Center. That's where it's going to be.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't want to talk about it because they sold out. I now remember why.
Sorry for putting you on the spot.
They sold out. That's right. So you can't go if you wanted to go now. It's too late.
Councilmember Stewart.
That is good news. That means there's no breakfast for me though. So no. Hey, you know, the First Amendment is one of the cornerstones of our constitutional republic, and it is the way for Americans to debate freely and exchange ideas, and it's the cornerstone of what makes America what it is today. You know, for me, it's the bridge to the truth, right? We need to be able to exchange ideas, whether that's in this room or out in public. You know, and a few weeks ago, we saw an unfortunate incident in another city where a resident was arrested for exercising their right to free speech in the dais of that particular city. And while unfortunate, it is a gentle reminder of how important it is for us to protect our liberties. And for the men and women up here that I serve with, I know they hold that very dear to them as well. And so whether you're here to praise us, which happens occasionally, or you're here to yell at us, you have every right to do that. And you have every right to address your government in any way you see fit. And the great thing about that is that creates that idea and that flow of exchange that is so important to us. So, you know, when I think about the First Amendment, it makes me obviously think about our overall Constitution. And those rules are a set of rules for the government. They're not a set of rights for us, but they're a set of rules for the government in order for you to be able to do freely what you think is fit, especially when it comes to addressing your government. Which leads me to a happier note, which is this September 17th is Constitution Day, which is one of my favorite days it actually is my favorite day of the year because I'm a huge constitutionalist and I just believe in it so strongly as the right rule of government. But we're going to celebrate right out here in the courtyard. We're going to have snacks, maybe a little breakfast, Councilmember Ellis. But we're going to have kids from the local high school, the We the People group. We're going to have a mock-up of a constitution that people are going to sign, and we're going to hopefully post that in City Hall. But it's going to be a great day of celebration where people are going to be speaking about what it means to have a We the People form of government, which is what we have. So I'm super excited for that. I'm really grateful for staff for pulling together. I think it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. So just to give you some details on it, it'll be 8:30 on September 17th, right out here in front. And if you want to find out more, I think it's up on the screen, chandler.gov/Constitution Day, or you can go to my Facebook page. I've got a bunch of stuff on there too. Thanks very much, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Orlando.
Mayor, I wasn't going to say anything, but I will thank you for your pitching. We had a chance to open up the Tumbleweed softball facility. The mayor got on the mound. He was very confident. I was behind the plate ready to umpire, and the catcher was confident, and the mayor threw a strike. All right. Congratulations, Mayor. And to staff, it's a beautiful project, a gorgeous project. I cannot tell you, in between calling balls and strikes and people out and safe, how many people come up to me and said it was a gorgeous facility and they are so proud to be a part of Chandler and the Girls League. So kudos to staff on that. It was a long time coming, and council for your backing of that. It was a gorgeous facility. I couldn't get enough people to say to me how great it is. So anyway, good deal. Nice going, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember Orlando. Thank you, Councilmember Stewart, for documenting this.
It wasn't strike. I was worried. You pulled it off.
Sure, that's a for sure play ball.
That's what I was wondering. What would you have done with that video if I had bounced it in? All right, Councilmember Poston.
Thanks, Mayor. So we do have a pretty exciting grand opening coming up. It's the ACT Medical Park, and it's a 28,000 square foot facility. It's going to be a state-of-the-art medical facility. They're going to be hosting a cutting-edge medical and research services, and that will represent a major advancement in the region's healthcare and research infrastructure, which is great for all of us. So it's taking over a former gym, and that just shows the power of smart redevelopment. We'll get a new tenant. It will serve both our residents and the greater region. And I know our Economic Development Division has been working on this for a long time, and we always like to see them do those projects that fill those large spaces. So congratulations and thank you to them. So we really appreciate that. Look forward to the grand opening. Thank you.
And if you come, you'll get to see me speak.
Okay, excellent.
Wow.
I will be there. I look forward to hearing you speak.
Will it be
City
breakfast?
Manager.
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, Council. Good meeting. We'll see you soon.